I'm here. Hopefully you can hear me. Forgot something. Hello. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer. Okay, so I kept looking for you last night and I never saw you. And then I got nervous that like I missed you. Great. So I've been a little panicked about it, to be quite honest. Sound is good. Okay. How is everybody doing? Only 38. Oh, people are going to have to get used to this new schedule. But I have to say, so far, I published a video last week. And I'm publishing a new video at 4:15 today. Oh, the doctor took long. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. So my attempt, hi Judy, my attempt to, publish more videos, but do less lives so far is working out. Yes. So that's exciting. Oh, I need one more thing. One more thing. The monkey rooms. Who remembers my absolute obsession? Hey, Thrifty. My absolute obsession with the monkey rooms at Chateau du Chateau de Chantilly. Anybody remember? So this may come into play today with the bunny situation. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. Full disclosure, I work with a place that helps me, a place that helps me license artwork. I don't do a ton of licensing because you only get out of it what you put into it. And, only so many hours in the day. Okay, Denise remembers the monkey rooms. And so they recently, a couple weeks ago, requested bunnies, geese, swans, and bows. And I'm like, okay. I don't know how that's not really my shtick, but this inspired me. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe there's something here that can inspire me. So maybe my swan needs to have like a cute little fascinator. That would feel more like me. So we'll see. So I am just taking you along for the journey. I'm going to try to teach, but as y'all know, bunnies and geese and ducks and bows aren't something that I paint every day. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So, okay. Oh, now there's 58 of you here. So, yeah, and I was teaching. It's funny, last night, who was in Patreon last night, the live stream? Who was there? Just say me. Hi, Andrea. So someone there asked, to be creative, all of our ideas, do they need to come from here? Do they all need to just originate from here and here? And I'm like, oh, heck no. No. That's insane. That's a lot of pressure. So, and then we talked about it. And then this morning, I am mentoring 3 young ladies from church who are submitting artwork to this, I'm not sure what to call it, competition called Fine Arts. It's a big deal. And I'm mentoring them and helping them develop their pieces. And the one young lady is working on her piece, and it requires her to come up with an idea, like a theme, and to come up with, you know, several moments of imagery that she'll be drawing that surround that theme. And she was stuck. And so it's funny, I said the same thing to her that I said to my friend last night on Patreon. I was like, what's inspiring you right now? Don't worry about what's in your head. It doesn't have to come out of there. You don't have to start in your head. Like it made me realize after having these two conversations within the confines of like 20 hours, that maybe people think that true creativity only lies in its value is only in its origin from you directly. And I think that that's fallacy. I have videos about it. Like, there's no true, fully 100% creative idea anymore, because we're just surrounded by things. So anywho, I'm going to be, I'm preaching to myself here. So I'm going to do some bunnies, but I'm going to be inspired by the monkey room at Chateau Chanty. And I'm going to use Google. Hi, what's happening? No. I'm going to use Google to find me some bunny images. Oh, this one's nice, just to start from. I'm going to start with a bunny, okay? Yes, so Thrifty, welcome. Thrifty, if you don't know, Thrifty is one of our official mods. I'm hoping Sketches pops in today because I have a question for her. So, hoping she hops in. I'm going to work on, what is this? Arches. I'm going to work on arches today because I'm just feeling fancy, I suppose. This is what I'm taking off. Little floral, leafy something or other in a Roseville pottery piece. All right. I don't know how small I want to go. Let's get down to the painting table and let's just do this thing. I kind of feel like maybe I need to go larger than I might. Okay. That's weird. Y'all, is this upside down for you? Oh, no. Okay. No, I think my brain's upside down these days. Gotta be honest. Got to be honest. Finished watching Stranger Things and made me think of the upside down. All right. Happy Thursday from Florida. Okay, so I am going to use a little pencil action. I'm going to use an HB, possibly against my better judgment. I'm going to start in the upper left corner because I'm just going to be doing bunny, ribbons, swan, and then who knows. All right. And I'm going to work from this little boo-boo. Oh gosh, I don't really want her to be that big. I want her to be smaller. Can you not and say you did? Okay, add to photos. And then I'm going to go to my photos. You guys are going to get to see some of my photos. I hope nothing's embarrassing in there. Shouldn't be, just a whole lot of filming. Whole lot of filming. All right, I still can't get you smaller. You know what we'll do? There's 5 ways to Sunday I can make them. Maybe if we go to, there we go. Just go to edit. Okay. Oh no, Michelle. Feeling the flu. I hope that's different than having the flu. Gwen, thank you so much. They are needing to be fixed up, but they still cute. All right, overhand hold. And I'm going to just establish the main situation here. I'm decided I'm going to go weird. I'm going to put fascinators on my bunny. Like those European ladies wear them really cute hats and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. You know what a fascinator is, right? It's kind of like a gumdrop shaped head. Eh? Let's see. Kind of exaggerated. And then see how I'm just kind of, the eyes are higher on the head than I thought they would be. Just roughing it in. And then the nose is like way down low. I got cheeks. I feel like no more overhand hold. That doesn't feel good anymore. All right. I got too much junk in her trunk for sure. I don't know what's happening here. You got to be careful though. When you don't do the overhand hold, it is so easy to press too hard on your pencil. It's like so unbelievably easy. Now, interesting, there's too much space here. I think he floofs out more. See, there was too much space between where I had his eyeball. And there's a really strong curve to the inside of the eyeball. And then the eyeball kind of like, look at that eyeball like protrudes. Look at me getting seemingly confident as I'm making that way dark. Those lines are a little too dark. Oh my gosh, this looks kind of weird still. We're going to get there, I think. We're going to get beyond the weird. Are we going to get beyond the weird? Okay, I think the ears are too high on the head for sure. Do you see that compared to that? Ears are definitely too high on the head, so we're going to fixie fix. So this does call for an eraser moment. I'll just get rid of that. Hello from Ireland. Hello. All right, so we need to get closer to the eyeballs. See how that feels. Why does my bunny feel decidedly cartoonish today? Certainly not my intention. I don't know. Gosh, she looks weird. Look at those long whispers. No, whiskers. No, whiskers. Yes, that's the word we're after. Now, I don't feel like I'm at a place yet where I'm comfortable. I mean, he's comfortable starting to paint yet. I'm definitely not at the painting place yet, but I'm close-ish, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I'm now like erasing out some of the extra lines that I don't need anymore. There's a very distinct angle on his little pitter patters here. That's feet, if you were wondering. Pitter patters. Jill in our studio, one of our designers, oh my gosh, she's got the cutest way of saying like everything. Like pitter patters. Like that's something that Jill in the studio would say. And if you're wondering, like, what do you mean the studio? So I have another business that I run, wedding invitations, and I have a whole team that works on that side of the business. And Jill is an incredible painter, incredible watercolorist, incredible portrait artist that does all that kind of stuff on that side of my business. And can I just vent for a moment, my friends? I got progressives since the last time we met, and let me tell you, like, they're interesting, and I think I'm okay with them. But holy moly, when I rock my head back and forth, like if, you know, I'm very animated when I speak. I feel like I'm on the Titanic and she's about to go down. It's like, it's something. Oh, wow. And I don't know if that's like normal or if I should be concerned for myself. I just don't. Oh, she's cute. Okay. She's getting cute. All right. Maybe I'm in the painting place, but I do, however, feel the need to, oh my gosh, does this bunny need like a top hat? if you sketch like this with a watercolor pencil, would you be able to erase? I don't believe so. No. I don't believe so. Yeah, I'm very excited about the fact that it is now getting dark at a honorable time of day. Okay? Like it's just ridiculous. The winter's ridiculous. I went to the doctor yesterday and I lost a couple pounds, but I gained fat. Like I got on one of those machines, you know, like those machines you stand on, it like scans your body. So like riddle me that math. But I was like, well, I'm guessing it's because I haven't like moved in 4 months. Because, and I'm going to put a bunny tail on him because like, of course, right? And I was like, yeah, how can one lose a couple pounds but have gained fat? I don't get that. But whatever. I said, yeah, I stopped walking when it got cold. So I'm guessing that might have a little something, something to do with it. Mm-hmm. Now he looks cross-eyed. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, you know, I totally went against, like, I was going to do quadrants and have, like, 4 things on a page. I just went all in with the big old bunny. So we're going to see. And we're probably not going to finish this today, but we're starting it. Now, I am leaving for Italy soon, my friends, and that means there won't be any lives at all, potentially in April. I'm going to be very active over on Instagram. Now, I am going to try, I don't have a live technically scheduled for next week, but I'm thinking I may go live the following Monday, right before I leave. So I don't know what that is, the 30th maybe? So I love how y'all are just chitty-chatting amongst yourselves. It's awesome. So anyway, because I want to try to get a live in the week that I leave. And I want to pack my art supplies with my friends. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. All right. So I am definitely being a little more like paying closer attention to the inspiration image, so I can get a little bit more of a realistic-ish look. And I'm going to go ahead and start painting. Oh, I want to put on the fascinator. How do I want this little shloopy-doo? Or is it a bow tie? Is it a top hat? This little man or lady needs something fresh and fruity, rooty-tooty. Do we want a top hat? Do we want like just like a cute ribbon? Like a real floppy, silky ribbon? And then maybe like a little flower tucked behind her ear. What do we think? Bow tie or ribbon? Ribbon and flower, bow tie. I don't know. I'm almost thinking ribbon. A flower tiara. Ooh, okay. I'm going to go with my gut here. So let's see. How does one draw a ribbon? I did not practice this at all. I want to do a floppy, like flowy ribbon. So I'm kind of starting in the bow tie realm, I think. And I'm going to go straight out from the knot all the way out here. And then I'm going to come down, and that makes it look kind of like it's folded on itself. See how I did that? And then I'm actually going to come underneath and complete it. See how it looks all like folded in on itself? I'm going to go over here and do the same, straight out, right to the edge, and then come along the contour of this rightmost edge of the ribbon, and then come underneath. You're just kind of following the contour. I think I want that to continue down. You're really just kind of like overlapping these shapes. And then you can go in and edit and make it, you know, change things up a bit. So there, she looks all curled and cute. All right, and then I'm gonna have some traily, maybe like that. One here, maybe. Maybe. I am just messing around, but it's kind of cute. How brave of me to come into something like this amidst my self-proclaimed dry spell here. Good heavens. I got something. Well, I won't say that. That might be inappropriate, but I think you know what I mean. Jelly bean. All right. I'm going to stop there. Do I want some flowers? I'm just going to put like a little, just like a bumpy silhouette in like a lazy circle. I'm going to do a second one and do a little leafy moment. I'm not going to like sketch that all in because I don't think it's necessary. And then let's go in with the let me go in with the 3/4 inch. I'm testing out a brush. I'm going to use the 3/4 inch dagger, but this is a different bristle type that I've been testing. So let's go. Let's do this thing. Oh, that is bleed-proof white on there. We don't want that. Well, let's see what happens. All right. Wet on dry. I don't have a lot of paint on my brush at all. And I'm just grabbing some browns, dabbing them onto the palette, seeing how they feel, and then adding some. Working around those flowers so that if I want to make them something soft, I'm not going to be competing, trying to cover up a darker brown. I am referring back to my bunny inspiration photo. This could get a little tricky. Yeah, I already went over the ribbon a little bit more than I had hoped. I'm trying to keep everything fairly soft. I'm okay with moments of texture here, but just trying to blend with a damp brush and scrubbing around. Grabbing a little bit more of a brown, a little warmer. That's some of that here. Definitely some here. Even more paint on the brush this time. And now I'm just kind of dabbing. Everything is just damp. Nothing more than just damp. All right, I want to really accentuate that pink in the ear. Well, that didn't do it. So we're going in with a little opera-like pink, but very watered down. Got to keep going here before I lose my wet edge. Right on down to those little, what did I call these? Pitter patters? I think that's what I did call them. All right. Trying not to paint in my eraser sheds. All right, a little more intensity down here. I'm still using the same brush. A little more intensity down here to define his little feet. Oh, that's so cute. Sorry, friends, I am not looking at the screen much. Ooh, that is not a good brown. That is not even a brown. I don't know what that was. Anywho, I like the level of dampness on the page right now because it's allowing me to get texture in, but texture that doesn't feel like overdone because it's like immediately diffusing, which I like. So it's like damp on barely damp, if that makes sense. Blotting my brush, doing some lifting. Oh yeah, cute. All right. I don't know if this type of bunny even has a cottontail, but in my world, this bunny has a cottontail for sure. Is anybody painting along? Getting a little bunny painting going, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Well, that nose should be pink. A little pinky pink in the nose, I think. Ooh, that's going to be too bright. Actually, I flippin' love that. Oh, that's cute. Can't just paint a bunny like everybody else. I know they've got all the cute bunnies, all the kind of cottage core bunnies that they could possibly want over there. I'm going to give them something different. Watching, yay, Cindy. Hello, hello, Karen. Sorry. Hi, Nessa. Who had a motorcycle? Yeah. No, I understand. The sketch part can feel like a lot. But you can do it on the replay and stop and start and all that kind of fun stuff. So that is good. I'm just dabbing in there, little texture. There is a lot of texture in this little boo-boo. But I'm deciding, that's why I'm kind of slowing down. I'm trying to decide like how much of that I want to show. And I'm not quite sure yet. I'm staying pretty realistic with the fur colors. I'm sure you notice, because I want to be able to take liberties elsewhere. That's where I'm at. That's my thinking. In case you were wondering. Look how far down I'm holding this brush, like way, way far down. Just feels good. It feels right. So like, who am I to argue with it? I'm just building some intensity with different browns, just warm browns. Building some shadows here where the flowers hit. Where the flowers hit the ear. This ear, the inner side of it, has a lot of shadows going on. There's a lot of lightness on. The light is definitely coming from the right. So I'm keeping that in mind. A lot of shadow action in the feet down here, and it actually plays into a lot of the texture that we're seeing as the feet kind of bump up into the belly. So who signed up for my new course? And did you start it yet? I know Jennifer did. I know. Oh, I know, because she told me. Because she told me. Let me know. Hopefully everything is working as it should. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad, Jennifer. Yeah, Cindy, I like it too. Yay, Melissa started. Oh, you're enjoying it so far, Zach. That's awesome. Where I learned to paint. When I said YouTube, I think they were surprised, but then they asked me who I follow. Oh, Lisa, that's so sweet. All right, I'm going to go to my 1/8 inch dagger. And I think I want to use the new coral that's going to be in the new palette. I'm going to just dab in some there. Rinse my brush. I probably dabbed too much and just going in with a damp brush around it. Okay, I'm going to blot my brush off, rinse, and go around and around. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. That's giving a little bit of a rose vibe, and that's kind of cool. I'm happy with that. I go a little bit on the outer edge in places with the stronger coral. And then I'm going to just go right here, dab a little coral in the middle, rinse my brush, and repeat, just keeping in mind this is a small, even smaller space. All right, I'm going to use the new green that's going to show up in the new Art for Joy's Sake Booster palette. If you haven't watched that replay yet, I think it would be a fun one to rewatch. We chose all the new colors for the Art for Joy's Sake palette booster set. We thought we were doing 5 and we ended up choosing 7. Oh yeah, we chose 7. Very cool. I'm going to add some pencil to this just to keep the vibe consistent. Little. I might actually, yeah, I'm going to pencil this up in the shadows too. I like this look. Oh yeah, this might give me that personality filled texture that I'm after. I think it might. I think it might. I think I've missed working on arches. Interesting. All right, let's sharpen up the nose here and the little mouth. Oh, so cute. And we're definitely probably going to come in here with a few little glimmers of bleed proof white for sure. Just my HB pencil here, I'm going into the damp watercolor and adding some fun, just scrubbing in some shadow. Some of it is more textural and some of it looks more like a smooth shadow, which is fun. Put a little short hairs around his nose. Oh, so cute. I think it's a she though. Maybe not. Who knows? You do you, boo. We're definitely going to put the whiskers in because the whiskers are given so much personality. And so are the, what did I call them? Pitter patters. So are his little pitter patters. Like, look at how cute. Okay, it just got weird. What did I do? I think we're just going to soften that. Be careful erasing if your paper is still damp because you will not be happy. So if you're doing this technique where you're working in with pencil into the damp watercolor, just be super careful because it can just be a pain in the tuchus if you erase into a damp area. Just no bueno. I'm gonna darken up these eyes with a little marker and definitely come back in with bleed proof white and get the sparkle back. For sure, I'm gonna make this a little more convex. Oh, how cute. Oh, hi, watercolor wizardry. Yeah. Oh, Andrea, I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, the camera journey is, thank you so much, Kirsten. The camera journey is, I mean, I've been on YouTube consistently since 2021, inconsistently since 2016. And I'm still trying to figure it all out. I think we need some pink in that mouth though. I really do. So this will get scanned. I'm hoping to finish this one today. I'm going to try to do some separate bows as well, because when you're doing things for licensing, like they want elements. They want separate elements. You know what I mean? So yeah. I got to do some like alternates for bows. I'm going to put some texture in the ears. It's odd. This is feeling, oh, it's like we're just coming on Easter. I'm betting any money that this is going to be too Eastery for them. I think they wanted more, you know, transitional. But you know what? This is what I wanted to paint. This is why I don't do a lot of licensing work, because I want to paint what I want to paint. I'm using a little bit of the opera, but then I'm going in now with some of the coral from the new palette booster. I'm going in pretty opaque now. Go opaque over here, and feel free to kind of edit as you go here. Edit your shapes as you feel necessary. Rinsing. I'm going to come down here. Just carry some of that color down with my damp brush. And then I'm definitely going to go opaque here because I want it to really pop. Just make sure your bunny fur is dry. I'm talking dry. Okay. I'm also going to go opaque with this little tail, ribbon tail that is, also because I want it to pop. Cute. Need some more water on there. All right, who is planning? Might as well talk about, we have our upcoming Palmstreet sale. Last one was like over 5 weeks ago. Can you believe it? I haven't talked about it much because, oh my gosh, the company that I'm working with that does the courses had me doing so much promotion for the courses. I just felt like I couldn't inundate y'all with anything else. But anyway, the sale is next Friday, the 27th at 5 p.m. on the Palmstreet app. And I just shared on Instagram a bunch of the things that we're offering up. Got some really cool stuff going. I'm going to do some shading with the pencil. Hopefully they like this technique. If they don't, well, you never know what the buyers are going to like. You know what I mean? Like, you just never know. I'm just accentuating those areas that were overlapping earlier when I was first sketching it in. And everything is, I would say this is beyond wet, or beyond damp. This is wet. So it's even cooler, in my opinion, to work into wet watercolor with pencil. And I like this look because it gives it like a patina, like an aged feel. Like if pencil had a patina, it would look like this, kind of a feel. So sorry, friends, I haven't been keeping up with the comments. Yeah, the Easter parade. I know, Gwen. It's definitely giving Easter. It's definitely giving Easter there. I'm going to submit this and they're going to be like, so for Easter next year, right? That's what's going to happen. You betcha. I personally, when I see a bunny, that's all I think of is Easter. That's it. There's no other. There's no other. So, you know, the bunny craze, and I guess therefore, because it's like a craze right now with, like, if you look at like stationery stuff, bunnies, ducks, bows, that kind of stuff is everywhere. So if it's a craze now, they must be anticipating it to continue for next year, or else they wouldn't be asking me for this stuff. Yeah, they just wouldn't. So I don't flippin' know. I don't know how all of that is determined. I really, really don't. All right, I'm going to grab my triple zero, and I'm going to, that's 000, if you're wondering, and I'm going to get some texture in the fur in here. Just putting a little in my lid with some water. And let's see here. Around the eye. Around the nose. Go up in here too. Gotta keep, oh boy, is my daughter home already? That couldn't be. Let's get some little glimmer in the eyeball region. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, remember, talk to yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. I'm gonna make his little bottom lip look a little fuzzy furry, because it is. I just covered all of the bottom of his mush with my ribbon. Not sure why I'm purposely mispronouncing birds today, but I am. Don't ever feel bad about bringing whites back in. Oh my gosh, I gotta turn off the heater, friends. It's getting schwitzy up in here. I'm bringing white back into the Peter Cottontail here, although this is like Peta Cottontail. I don't know. I kind of like my bunny. No, I think that's just my son, like, dancing around. I think that's what I'm hearing out there. My son just, like, I don't know what he's doing. Cyber is fun, and I'm telling you, there's way less, like, wasted time. It's kind of like homeschooling. Like, there's a lot less wasted time when you have a kid in cyber. He has a lot of free time. And, you know, the curriculum is governed by the same people that govern the regular, you know, in-person schools. But it's interesting trying to fill that extra time. I'm just grabbing some of this darker brown with my liner brush and just choosing some select areas. I love how his fur is like growing in a distinct, there's definitely like a distinct pattern. And I want to call attention to a little bit of that. Glasses had to come off, friends. It had to happen. All right, now how? The whiskers definitely have a darkness to them until they get down here, which is, they start dark, and man, are they long. They're cute. Make sure you do them whiskers when you're good and loosened up. Oh my word. Good and loosened up. That was ill placed. I'm going to have to put one there. I think that's all right. Listen to me getting all quiet. There's some serious business right there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to blend back the start of those whiskers. Those whiskers really should have started into the cheek. So I'm just going to put some very clean water on that, and we're going to blot. There we go. Clean water, uneven. I don't want it to be like an abrupt stop and start to where the whiskers show up. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully my words are making sense. I don't even think we need white whiskers. Like I don't think it's necessary. I know. Nothing, you realize when you don't have your health, oof. Nothing else makes sense. Making a little connector bit of the ribbon. I think that makes sense to kind of make it look like that ribbon isn't floating as much. And I'm going to add a little bit of texture into the tail with pink. I know, but I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. 000, again, if you didn't catch that, got the 000 going. A little bit of linear detail up in the flowers here. I think I might stop fussing with him right for now. What do we think? He's kind of cute. She. It's definitely a she. I think we need a little more flat bottom on this eye. And then bring out the ball of eye a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah, that's cute. A little more rounded up here. Okay. I'll put a few touches of this marker so that the eyes aren't popping as much as they are right now, if that makes sense. Just a few little squiggles. Sometimes when you use marker only in one spot, which I tend to bring in weird marker moments, but I've learned it really helps to bring it in somewhere else throughout in strategic places. But then also you can go completely overboard. So we need a little hint of, yeah. Oh gosh, that's cute. We're definitely doing that. Ooh, those bled a little bit. I have to make that one bigger because those bled, but oh, that's cute. Yeah, white gel or acrylic in the eyes, absolutely. Oh, no worries, Nicole. Yeah, yesterday, Patreon. So it was scheduled. Patreon, the live stream was scheduled what? Like 2 weeks ago? Anybody remember? Yeah, and just make sure, check your Patreon notifications. You can set your notifications to be, I believe you can get notified by email when something, like when we post something in Patreon. Maybe I should have Kristen just remind people of that, like to check your settings, basically, like to go in and check your settings on Patreon, because we really don't want, oh my gosh, we do not want you missing those. It's one thing if you have something going on, but heavens to Betsy, if you're around, we want you at the thing. So tell me what y'all think. This is like absolutely nothing to do with art, but I'm going to Italy. We get there the day before Good Friday, and we are supposed to go to like the whole Vatican City area on Good Friday. And I'm scared. Anybody think it makes sense for me to be scared and not go? I don't know. It just freaks me out. I'm nervous about it. I've been there before, but some of my family who's going with us has not. So it's like, I'm just scared. Yeah. I just feel like it could be a target. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm just nervous, and I'm not like normally like that, but I'm like my 9/11 PTSD is coming back. It really is. Because I lived in a commuter town during like a New York City commuter town. And yeah, I totally changed topics, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm nervous, and I keep telling my husband I don't want to go. And he's like, can't live in fear. I'm like, yeah, but also can't live with the spirit of stupid either. Like, you know, there's wise choices and then there's risky choices. And I just feel like, given the current state of things, that could be a very risky choice. I don't know. I mean, there's like metal detectors and all the things. It's the security there is insane. But I don't know why that just popped into my head, but it did. I don't mind crowds. I don't mind crowds. I know. I don't think it's the time. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm just going to put my foot down and be like, listen, we're not going. If one of us isn't, like, this is a joint trip. If one of us isn't comfortable, I don't think we should go. Oh, yeah. Adding some of that marker was the right decision, but I'm going to bow out of this right now. I'm going to stop. Oh, he's cute. He's just like a little chunker nugget. Just a little chunker nugget. Don't you love how I say, yeah, I'm going to stop, and then I go right back in. Chunker nugget. I love him. Thank you. I know, right? Listen to my instincts. Yeah. The world is a scary place right now. I know. And it's not like we're only in, what is it, Rome? Is that where that is? We're only in Rome for like 4 days. So I guess it's like the day. And that's the thing. Like, maybe I just ask my husband, could we just do it not on Good Friday and Holy Saturday or whatever? Could like just stay away from the trifecta of days? Could we please? Can we just stay away from the Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Because I still think we're there Monday. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm still going to Italy. I'm not scared to go to Italy. The boat is floofing or floating? Is it floofing? It's floating a little. I hope it's also floofing. You know what it is? It's a little too symmetrical for me. It's a little too symmetrical. Yeah. So I mean, we're definitely going to Italy. But that, doesn't, generally speaking, doesn't freak me out. But that particular location on that particular day is not doing it for me. Oh, thank you, Virginia. Like an adore. Thank you for being here, Carwin. Thank you. And I have a doctor's appointment at 4:30, which I cannot forget. All right. I am going to do some more ribbons. I just don't feel like I have a swan in me right now. Whew. I just don't. I could do some more ribbony things. I need some like the tiny spray of flowers, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I actually feel a little more safe. Like, I don't know if I would go to like New York City right now. Or, you know what I'm saying? I feel a little safer overseas, to be honest. Like bigger cities overseas compared to bigger cities US. I hope that makes sense. All right, bows, silk bows. Oh yeah, something like this will be fun. Like these kind of. Oh yeah, all right. I think I can't fit that on this page. Who am I kidding? The bunny has a story to tell, right? What colors did I use? Oh, okay. So I used mostly my Schminke palette. I used just some like siennas and then like a fluorescent pink. And then I used the coral that's going to be coming in my new palette and this like minty, deeper mint, creamy green. And then I was shading with pencil. Yeah, so that's a lot of what was going on there. All right, let me see. I'm going to do a bow. So we're going to go, the middle is kind of like almost like a very lazy square, to be honest. And then we've got like a very lazy, blunt-ended. And I got green. How did I get green? Where's the green? It's on my finger. Good heavens. Fine. All right. And now I like how I see a lot of these are like the tails. A lot of them are like angly. Yeah, this one's angled, and I like that. And we got to get some of these folds in here. I think most of that will happen in the painting of it. Here's the basic shape of it all. And this kind of comes up a little. I think that's the key with when you have like knots and bows, is that it's not even. Like the knot is never even. It has parts that kind of bump out and up because of the folds and the thickness. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? That's why I'm going in and making that more pronounced. And now that I'm feeling reasonably confident and I know that the style that I'm going to submit for this project has the pencil and the watercolor mixed, I'm going to go ahead actually and draw on this. I'm out of space on this table today. I am going to get in there and tighten up some of these outlines. And then this one, a lot of times with bows and things like that, like you're mirroring other lines to create folds, kind of like you do the same thing when you're trying to create like petals that are folding inward or outward. It's a very similar approach where you don't necessarily, once you understand kind of the structure, you can make it up as you go, if you will. I love, who said this bunny has a story to tell? Because I would agree. I'm just thinking about that comment again. That was awesome. This bunny has been somewhere and did something. I'm liking these like long loops. They're kind of representing these deep crevices in the folds. See that? I kind of like that. I'm gonna do one up here. Yeah. All right, let's get some paint on this. I think I am gonna do this in like a blue. Got this new blue. Let's just get her on here and see how it looks and feels. Just lay down a few swooshes of it, get some water on the brush, and then push her around. I'm gonna definitely leave some white space in spots. Get down here before this dries. I love this indigo. This is another one of the new colors in the booster set. And we are, just to give you all an update, we are currently designing packaging. Super cute. So that is all underway. Peter dug a tunnel to go live with his girlfriend. Live with his girlfriend. We're watching for long-eared wild bunny babies. Oh, he did do something. Oh gosh. I'm tired today. Can y'all tell? I'm not as like, I don't think I drank enough of my black tea. But I'm like not tired, like exhausted. I'm just like chill. I'm chill. Not as fast talking as I might normally be. All right, I need to let that dry, but this is cute. This is, oh, you know what we could do? I do not need to let that dry. What I do need to do is do some pencil. Oh, it's cute. I can see the collection coming to life already. We just need to go in and do some of the pencil doodling, shading while she's damp. Has anybody ever tried, because I talk about this technique fairly often on this channel, and I have a video about it that I did a couple years ago that people really responded to. Do y'all like that? Do y'all do this technique with the pencil in the wet watercolor? How do you feel about it? Oh wow. Thalia or Talia, I'm assuming Talia. If you want to email me anything, I would be incredibly grateful. I've been to Rome before. I've been all different places in Italy before, but never with my kiddos. But I do have a lot of experience traveling international with my kiddos. It's just the first time they're going to Italy, just to give you some context. You know, I've dealt with France and all the pickpockets and, you know, what to look out for. And I've done my due diligence with Italy, but I don't know everything, that's for sure. So if you have any thoughts, and I hope y'all understand, I'm not speaking against any group of people specifically. I hope you understand. But a lot of unrest right now. I'm going in on the edges and like softening and like curving in. I'm making my own folds. I'm kind of changing the structure of this, and don't be afraid to smudgy smudge with the fingers. Like for example, I'm going to go in here and just do a really loose scribble, and the paper is damp, but you're getting this really cool effect. It almost looks like granulating. I'm loving this style so much. So much. Yes. I have to be honest, ever since I talked about my funk that I'm in creatively, it seems that I am coming out of said funk. Isn't that interesting? I mean, I'm not fully out, but like maybe I just need to just speak it and then it would go away. I don't know. But I'll show you what I painted last night on Patreon. I did one of my Hoyas, the one that I shared on Instagram that's blooming. So you can see a bit of the trellis, the rose gold trellis. It's not really rosy, is it? Actually, I want to make it a little more rosy because I only use rose gold. I shouldn't say only. Y'all know how picky I am with aesthetics, if you will. Gosh, that sounds so bougie, but you know what I mean. Aesthetics matter. Neuroaesthetics. Anywho, I love rose gold trellises for my planty babies, and so I wanted to highlight that, and then the bloom. So we did that last night during our Patreon. Yeah, so the deep dive, Talia, if you could email me, it's you could just either hello@kristyrice.com or kristy@kristyrice.com. Y'all, can I tell you, this was all with the new palette. So this was Kristy Rice, like the Art for Joy's Sake palette plus the 7 new booster colors. That's all I used here. Can we just talk about the indigo and what it's doing and how it's granulating and how it mixes with the fuchsia, the bright pink? I don't even know what to say except wow. Okay. Time for some bleed proof white. I've got to keep an eye on the clock. Silly medical system. I've been on this medication for 11 years. And like when I need a refill, like when my refills run out, I look in the portal and I ask for a refill and they give me the refill. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, no, thank you. You need an appointment. And I have 1 day of pills left. And I've been trying to get in touch with these foolish people for like 3 days. And they just kind of let it sit there pending, didn't tell me anything. Yeah, so that's why I have to run today unexpectedly. Because I have to go, I don't know, tell them why I need the pill that I've been on for 11 years now. Remind them, I don't know. I'm in some kind of mood today. Can you tell? It's not a bad mood. I also am concentrating because what I'm painting today is for a project. It is for an artwork call. And so I'm live. I'm live. Honey, I'm live. You have a boo-boo. Well, then I'm just going to have to take a break. Let me see. What happened?
I fell down on the playground.
Oh,
on the ground.
Oh no, did they get you ice?
No.
Did the teacher know this happened?
Yes.
And why didn't she get you ice?
Because they think I was fine, but I wasn't.
You have a bump. Okay, I'm gonna have to call the friends. I'm so sorry. Hold on a second.
You have to get back.
No, can you? Okay, I guess you're not hurting that bad if you're gonna be a snickerdoodle gumdrop on my live. Hold on. Yeah, go ask Mom to put ice on it. It's probably too late, but it can't hurt. Go ask Mom to put ice on it. What the heck? You know? yeah, she felt like she's got an abrasion and there's like a bump compared to the other side of her hip. And this is not the first time that she has fallen, come home with a bump. And I asked her if they put, you know, did they send her to the nurse to get ice? And she's like, no. So now, granted, she's 6. She could be lying out the yin yang. But now I've got to like get in touch with the nurse and ugh. Because if they didn't put ice on it, can somebody tell me why? Right? And I'm seriously, I don't think I'm a helicopter mom. I'm 48. I had to unlearn my like OG mom type status because of how I was raised. I had to unlearn all that. So I know I'm not that. I know, ugh, I don't know. Or she keeps a brave face. I know that could be it. I mean, I'm not going to go at them guns a-blazing. That was a really bad colloquialism to use. So I know, poor Irie. Anyway, friends, I am going to go because I'm going to go check on her before my appointment because I did not like the way that looked. But let's take a quick look. There's still more I'm going to add to the bow, but I'm definitely feeling it. I am feeling it. I feel a collection. I feel like I want to do some stripes, like a little bit of stripes that they can turn into a repeat, but that are like pencil stripes. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm going to do that. All right, friends. So here's what I'm going to say. Make sure you check out Instagram. All of the Palmstreet previews are coming up. I'm going to be sharing lots of information about the Palmstreet sale that's coming up next Friday. My husband and I, are you fine? She said, no, I must go to the hospital. Oh, no. So check out Instagram. I'll be posting it here, posting it in Watercolor Land, the private Facebook group. Yeah, I got to go check on her. And then I'm going to try to go live the week I'm leaving, which is the week of April 1st. I'm going to try to go live on that Monday. But if you're not on our email list, get on it. It's in the description here. That's the best place to be in the know about all the things. So, and go watch the new video because it just landed 5 minutes ago. All right. Take care, friends. Happy bunny and bow painting. Thanks for hanging with me.